So tell us again, sister, what is your name? Honey children, you see, this divine order may just meet some more family here. Another one, American. Tell me, people, what's your name?
Margaret Cooper from American Incorporated.
And so we were just talking about American Incorporated, and you do a lot of things like we do at home. You do scholarships.
Yeah.
You do a senior, what is it, a banquet or luncheon?
A senior citizens luncheon every December. Sometimes if it's not possible in December, we do it in January.
Excellent. So
But
what's
on the 20th of every August, we have a heritage march where we march through the company villages.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we need to come back for that.
Definitely.
So I can bring the Gullah Geechee heritage and be part of the march.
Exactly, yes.
That would be
20th of
wonderful.
August
20th
every
of August
year.
annually.
Annually.
So now what is the mission of your organization?
The mission is to empower the people, to let them know more about their heritage, things like that, because it's a history that has never been told. And now we are trying very hard through the community village, internationally and otherwise, by any means necessary, to let that history out and let that rich legacy and heritage be told.
That is a blessing. That is a blessing. So now in the American community, how many young people are trying to teach like this, y'all?
Well, photographers just not good.
I said, how many young people are trying to teach like this, y'all? How many young people like that?
I don't want to
No. Okay. I wanted to see if anywhere in the community you hear people speaking like I'm speaking with the Gullah language.
No, well, we used to have something called patois.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like, and most of the times your parents used to say that when they didn't want you to.
You didn't know what they were
understand
saying.
What they were saying.
Ah, okay.
But it sort of died out, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. In some places you still hear it, but not as
Frequently as you used
before,
to.
yes.
Okay, okay, I do understand. So how old is the organization?
Our organization is 14 years old. Where the group was formed.
Yes.
Yeah, 14 years old.
And we are right now in the heart of where it was formed?
Right here. Our meetings are held right in this building.
Outstanding. So we are standing on a historic spot. This is wonderful and a historic moment. So I'm glad God had it that I walked right into you as I'm walking in to see the children to run into family all the time. So honey children know if you deal with me, honey go I know this year what going on.
All those American? All those American? All American. They don't really. Okay. I have a couple of books. I have a couple of books I want to give away to some of you. So we have here today a lady who is visiting, and her name is Queen Quet. Anybody ever heard that name before? Queen Quet? Okay. Anybody knows Queen Quet? Can you put your hands up? Queen Quet. Put your hands high. Anybody? Okay. Okay, we will pass that one. Anybody ever heard the word Gullah Geechee? Never heard the word Gullah Geechee? Okay. Yeah. Anybody here knows where the Americans came from? Yeah. America. So you see Queen Quet here, so put it back for Queen Quet here. Okay? Right. Now Queen Quet is about to address you all, and I will say a few words about Queen Quet. Queen Quet is the queen. She's the chiefess and head of state of the people called the Gullah Geechee Nation. In North America, in the United States, along the coast of along the coast of South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, from Jacksonville to the north to Jacksonville to the south. There are people who live out in islands, out of the sea almost. They're called the Sea Island people, or the Low Country people. They're called the Gullah Geechee people. And they have retained a lot of the African traditions. When the Americans came here in 1816, many of the American people came from Georgia and South Carolina and Virginia. Right? And these areas are some of the same areas where the Gullah Geechee people can be found. And they have been involved in planting rice. The rice was brought from West Africa. Okay? The rice was brought from West Africa. It was brought to America. And during the days of slavery, the African people planted rice. And the places like Charleston, cities like Charleston, there's a city called Savannah in Georgia. Those cities were built on the profits made from rice cultivation. Okay? When your ancestors came from American go after the Indian, and they settled in America, they planted something called skilled rice. Sure? Skilled rice. And I'm hoping that all of you will one day plant some skilled rice yourself because you can keep that tradition going. That tradition has been very important in sustaining your ancestors. Okay? So Queen Quet is your family. So this is a family reunion. This is history in the making. This has never happened before. Okay? So I want you all to remember this day, and I'd like to introduce you all to Queen Quet. Here she comes. Can you all give her a round of applause?
Oh, I feel like Johnny home. Oh, I come this your far. PJ, come here. And I find no home. Oh, I feel like a Johnny home. Remember to come this your far. And we find no home. Oh, I feel like Johnny. Feel like Johnny on. Feel like Johnny on. Okay. Feel like Johnny on. So how are the children do? We're glad to see all of the children with their young thing like that. Now what grade one of them? What grade? Standard. Standard? Yeah. What standard? 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 in the back? More 4 in the back. Okay. So now, we're so glad it's the day of Eid Trinidad. With all of 100 children and things like that. How much of 100 children are American? Who American? You know if you're American? A few American. Okay. Now, who do you hear this now? About Carolina? Can y'all say Carolina? Carolina. Say Georgia? Georgia. Florida? Florida. Can you say Gullah Geechee? Gullah Geechee. So now out of Gullah Geechee, from islands called the Sea Islands. Can you say the Sea Islands? Sea Islands. And out of Queen Quet, at the head country body of the Gullah Geechee Nation. I'm the head of state for the Gullah Geechee Nation. And the Queen Mother of the Gullah Geechee Nation. So when I say I'm glad for day with 100 children, that means I'm very happy to be here with you, children. All right? And so I am a Gullah Geechee. But the Gullah Geechees are the ancestors of the Americans. The Americans came from Carolina, Georgia, and Florida and ended up going to Bermuda and all around and then decided, oh, we want to be here in Trinidad. Okay? And so you still have Americans all around us. One of the families that I found out on American rolls are my family names. So this is a family reunion for me, all right? Like Mr. Francis Morian said. Now, one of the things that we have in common, have any of y'all heard this clap before? You heard that before? Where? Right here in Trinidad, but where in Trinidad? Where were you going? Because we have multiple claps. That's what the word poly is, multiples. All right, more than one. Y'all pay attention to me. Don't play with BJ, okay? All right. So now, a poly is multiple, more than one at a time. Why do we call that clap that's often called the Sea Island clap, the Gullah Geechee clap, a polyrhythm? And because I want y'all all look at me. Put your hands together like this. Now let's clap like this. Okay, you heard that sound, right? Turn your hand like this. Do this. Okay, yeah, that sound, right? Now turn your hand like this. When people are shouting, and some of the Caribbean islands, they call it rushing, and you heard it at school, which means you learned some about our musical traditions that transfer throughout the African diaspora. So, here today, not only do we have a musical connection, which at the family reunion, you know we have to have music, but also at the family reunion, we usually have to have food. So, I brought Chef BJ Dennis. Can you all say, good afternoon, Mr. Dennis?
Good afternoon, Mr. Dennis.
Good manners. Manners going to take on where money can. So now, at home, we do a sweetgrass fan. I couldn't bring my sweetgrass fan, so I just brought this little thing here. So now, I just want you to see this, which is called Carolina Gold. Can you say Carolina Gold?
Carolina Gold.
Now what I want to do is I'm going to walk around so that you can see that. What is that? Carolina Gold. But what is Carolina Gold? Rice. Exactly. Yeah, you see the color of the Carolina Gold? Right? So it has a beautiful, deep gold color. How many people here like to eat rice? Raise your hand. Oh, everybody, right? See how the Carolina Gold looks? Now where I live, we don't have hills. We don't have mountains. It's more flat. And so with that, we grow this type of rice. So it looks different than how the hill rice looks. And when I come back, I'm going to show you how the cousins, the hill rice, and what they'll say is Carolina Gold rice, look when they get together. It's pretty, right? That gold color. Well, guess what else was called gold? Do you know what else was called gold? What? Besides We were called black gold because when our ancestors were kidnapped from, can y'all say Al-Kebulan? Which you are taught to call Africa today. And Al-Kebulan, when in Al-Kebulan, we were Igbo, Mandinka, Malike, Mandingo, right? Yoruba, we were Gola, Easy, Mendi, Ifi, Kemni, a whole bunch of different ethnic groups, all right? Or what some people call tribes, but they are ethnic groups. So now, when they took us from one place, we might look one way and one place. And another place, we look another way. Some people have flat land, some people have high hills. So that changes the tone. We're outside, we're cold, we're hot. Changes your tone, changes your mood, changes your attitude, right? If you have rice or you don't have rice, could change your attitude, right? You feel better with a little rice. You smile more with the rice, right? Instead of with your belly empty, right? You don't feel good with your belly empty. You're weak, you're mad. Some people get mad. So we want you to be positive. Look at this. The lighter rice is what kind of rice is Mr. Francis talking about? Rice. All right, in the front, what kind of rice did Mr. Francis talk to you about? Hill rice. So now when you look, when I'm coming back, you see the difference? Which one is the hill rice? Right, the lighter one, right? So now, see? Oh, you want some hill rice? Okay. And so here it is. She said she wants some rice right now. So you see the difference? All right? But now, both of these have on the husk. Can y'all say the word husk? Okay? So the outer shell of the rice, do me a favor, turn around. This group, turn around this way. And I'm going to walk down here. All right? So the outer shell is called the husk. Can y'all say husk? Husk. All right? And so now, you have to use what? If I want to get the husk off, how do I take the husk off? Y'all take this. Which one is the hill rice? Come on. What's that one? What kind of bowl? What kind of bowl? This is which one? No, but what's the first word before gold? Say what? Carolina, right. Carolina, gold, and then what kind? Hill rice. Okay? You see that? Yes. So you see how the colors are? See how they're different? Yeah. Which one is darker? That one. And this one, you remember the name of this one? Carolina gold. Can you say it? Carolina gold. Very good. All right. So now. Right here. So now, with the Carolina gold and the hill rice, the same way, y'all could look at it and immediately say, whoa, one is Carolina gold, one is hill rice. By the way they look, even the taste is different. But just like us, the Gullah Geechees, the Americans, we are all blended together people from Al-Kebulan. Can y'all say Al-Kebulan? Al-Kebulan. And Al-Kebulan, y'all call that what continent now? Africa. Say again. Africa. So, the same way our people were brought here and mixed together, we mix this together and we're still one people. You see, it's one people. I can take this to the mortar and pestle. When I ask you how to take off the what did I say this still has on? With an H. Husk. When I ask you how to take off the husk, nobody told me. You need a mortar and a pestle. You take off the husk, then we get to the good rice. That we can, yes, yum. That we can now on and say yum. That's if you have a good cook though. Alright, so that's why see it says, we the Gullah Geechee anointed people. All right? In the middle of the flag is a tree. This tree represents our African family. All those African ethnic groups that I named and more. And also the indigenous Americans or the indigenous people that were in North America that we intermarried with. And the people you call Seminoles were Gullah Geechee. Black Seminoles, Afro Seminoles were Gullah Geechee. So you see that tree is human bodies intertwined. All right? So that this way we can never be separated from one another. That's it. So now, the Gullah Geechee Nation starts where? Yes, the Sea Island starting in what city? God said that city name twice. With a J. No! Yes, you got it. Jacksonville. Jacksonville where? North Carolina, right. And it goes to Jacksonville where? Florida, right. And it goes how far inland? Good. 30 to 35 miles. Excellent. You get it in 8. 30 to 35 miles. To what river? Yeah, St. John's River. All right. So when people telling the Yeti people are cracking teeth like Ganesha, what language is that? It's not Spanish. It's Gullah Geechee, yes. It's Gullah Geechee. So now, let's try it. Here we go. Come. Two of you. Hold that for me. Somebody else. Okay. So now, let's do this. Say Gullah Geechee. Say African. That's all me. Say Gullah Geechee. Say African. That's all me. Say Gullah right? I call in the principal to the Queen's front office, please. On the wall, they told me your school's motto is about excellence. But I had to figure out the word excellent because it was partially covered up. So I said to him, we never want to cover up excellence. He said, you're right. And so I want to present to you for your library here at the school this book that I wrote for schools so that they can learn a little about Gullah Geechee history, heritage, and culture every day of the year. So you can hang it on the wall by the calendar. All right? And then this has maps and charts and recipes and all kinds of good things to teach more about the Gullah Geechee culture. All right? Thank you so much.